Please, come in.
It seems to be getting a bit late. Henry.
Day one.
Can you state your name?
My name is Zack Jones. I'm director, writer and star of Country House. Well, obviously, I had to change a few things because obviously my film's set in the 80s and obviously there's flat screen TVs in the house and stuff, so I had to remove them. I made the right choice by moving the TVs and I replaced them with other objects. For example, I replaced the landline with an 80s phone, I replaced the TV with a record player, that sort of thing. I think that will send it a long way.
And then we had the $1 million garden. You're on the set of Country House. Something that old, it was made by your dad, you can't sell that.
Look at the little chess set they got here as well.
Yeah, marble chess set.
Mate, that is tough.
I don't think Grandpa carved that one.
Oh, I was about to say, that was a good skill, that.
If he did, he's the best carver on the planet.
Honestly, no. Like the first shoot went very, very smoothly. I think I went quite well. Me and Chris, my assistant director.
Hi, I am Chris Wotton. I am assistant director and DOP and cinematographer for the project Country House by Zack Jones. So yeah, I did, if I'm correct, like all the cinematography. So I handled the camera. I kind of gave little hints about what I thought would look good on camera, and I also just did some other general stuff like moving equipment, you know, telling people about certain times, and just some all round the board sort of stuff. Yeah. In terms of positioning. So where you are right now, that's where I'll be.
Alright, cool.
So does that look good on camera?
Yeah. And you're a bit taller than me, so I'll be in the shot.
Don't worry.
But I'll actually come a little bit further back so you get a bit of the table in the shot as well.
Yeah, cool. Right. It was a mostly shoulder-mounted filming experience. I think I followed him in to the living room and also done a shot where I walked backwards filming him as well. So that was all shoulder-mounted stuff. I quite enjoy doing shoulder-mounted stuff. I'm not the best at it. I haven't got the most steady hands, but it's very good to try and use other equipment rather than just a basic kind of tripod static shot stuff. Two, one.
I think one struggle we had was like making sure that everything was perfect and like lights and stuff weren't in the shot, which we ran into that struggle because when I was looking over the footage, there was a room where like you can play the clip as I say this. When I walk into the room and touch the blazer, there's a tripod in the background. And like I'm like, well, I mean that I can't use that. I physically cannot use that footage because it just looks ridiculous. But other than like one or two shots we're into, we're all good. It's fine.
Actually, you're properly zoomed in. Or like that.
Chop that,
Yeah, that's good enough. We'll keep it.
break.
To the smoking bench. There were fishermen there earlier. What sort of fish is it like? I don't fucking know. They're probably all dead. I'll be real.
Day two. Day two of filming. Yeah. So it's me again. But yeah, day two of filming. Yeah.
Young Metro, don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Beautiful morning, yeah, the sun in my morning, babe. Nothing in the water.
So, you had a new actor on set with you today.
I did, yeah. I had Harry Wingar on set
Is that
to play the antagonist, which was quite interesting.
I mean, it's always good to work with a new actor. It gives you a chance to kind of talk to someone. I already knew Harry as an actor. It gives you a good chance to kind of learn their acting style, learn how they kind of like to act and like to work on set and all that.
Shall I go? All right. I'm Thomas. I'm a housekeeper in Zack Jones's country house, and my name's Harry Wingar.
Do you wanna...
Oh. My name's Harry Wingar, and I play Thomas in Zack Jones's country house.
I think he played the part quite well in the end. I quite like how he was very, very devoted to the character, and I actually based the character around him, so that made it 10 times easier for him to act and everything. There were quite a few scenes which I could talk about, especially the scene when he walks up to the door, when Henry Howard walks up to his father's house, and he knocks on it, and he's sarcastic as hell. He doesn't want to be there. But the idea of the character is that he didn't like his life in London. He hated his life in London. He was making money, but he absolutely despised the atmosphere. And when his father died, his father left him his house. So he decided to take it upon himself, take a break from work, and go to Oxfordshire, where the house is, and just relax. Like when in the scene where I handed him the drugs and stuff, and all of that, I had to. He seemed way too happy in the first take. I was like, no, this is a very, very serious matter. Yeah. I need you to serious it up a little bit. And he was like, without question, okay, and he did it.
Okay.
Easy.
Now, it seems to be getting a bit late. Can I get you anything? My name's Thomas. I'm the housekeeper. I think it's best we get this part of the way.
I felt natural, I felt comfortable, I felt happy. You know, I didn't really take it too seriously, because at the end of the day, you know, it's just kind of like, if you're too nervous to really do anything, then that's going to come off as a lot worse than what you are as a person. On the other hand, Zack also told me that my character is based around my character, so I just had to act naturally and basically be myself. So I already had that confidence. I was kind of like, all right, basically just be a loony for 20 minutes on camera, and then, you know, you've got your footage.
I think they were quite difficult to film because we had lots of different angles of the same interactions, so you had to make sure the set stayed the same and that the positions the characters were in stayed the same, so that was probably a big struggle. It does make the final few scenes and shots we filmed a lot more nerve-wracking than filming the rest of it. But I think it went very well, and I'm looking forward to see how it looks in the final film.
He didn't like his life in London. He hated his life in London. He was making money, but he absolutely despised the atmosphere. And when his father died, his father left him his house. So he decided to take it upon himself, take a break from work, and go to Oxfordshire, where the house is, and just relax. And then obviously, he wasn't necessarily expecting a housekeeper to be there, which like you can tell from the expression on his face, he wasn't very happy to see him. Because he thought he had the house to himself. I think the idea was that he knew that someone was going to be at the house to give him the keys and everything, just hand it over to him, make him sign a piece of paper, whatever, like transfer ownership. But what he didn't realise is that this guy is bound to the house. But I mean, he just had to make do with it in the end. And obviously, eventually, he ends up driving him mad and obviously stealing assets and money, which eventually led to Thomas's death.
Filming the last few scenes, would you say it was quite difficult to get them done because they were quite serious scenes?
See, I thought we'd had that problem because obviously I'm nothing like my character.
Hips don't lie.
But I think we executed it quite well. I don't think we did any more than at least maybe 3 shots per take. I think the longest shoot we ever did was the bit when they meet each other for the first time. I think that was pretty much it.
Okay, nice.
Cool. Thank you very much.
goes through for me.
Euthanise the over 40s, am I right?
No, okay, am I the only person? Am I the only person that